Yeah, so you're actually like moving in the opposite direction from where the industry is moving, because now it's more like 10 paralegals or like 20 paralegals, one attorney, you know. Um, it's and so how hard is it like to think outside of the box, you know, because everyone else is doing one thing and you are like trying to go like completely opposite direction. How does it feel?
I mean, it's hard when I look at the numbers because like we could be much more profitable on a per case basis. And especially as we grow, our profitability is going to keep getting sunk. So it on a business sense, yeah, it doesn't make sense to do that. Yeah, having 10 paralegals who communicate with, and you know, people don't talk to lawyers, you're going to make money. You know, you could have massive margins. So on a business sense, as we're growing, I constantly put a number, see how this makes sense. It's doable. I mean, it's one of those things you can make a lot of money, or you're gonna make a lot of money with lawyers. We're gonna make good money, but I can make a lot of money if I do that, and probably clients won't know the better per se. But I'm just not comfortable with that. I don't think that's the right way to practice for me. Again, everyone's got different things. Everyone does, you know, if someone's doing, you know, 50 VAWA cases where they're dealing with people who are like, you know, emotionally disturbed. We don't handle a lot of humanitarian cases because of that, because it's just too emotional, and we get so caught up in this kind of practice, we can't do that. So I can't say someone's doing it wrong if they're doing 50 VAWA cases and they can't get caught up in the emotions of 50 different abused spouses. So with the stuff that we do with marriage, with employment stuff, we could do that in the way we do employment stuff. But it's a financial hit. But I think it's worth it. It just helps me sleep at night knowing that we always have 2 to 3 immigration lawyers on a case when a lot of firms barely have one looking at him. But you know, that's the level of service, and client clients know that. And that's how we differentiate ourselves. Essentially, we're the Ferrari of law firms. You know, people could get a Ford Escort. It'll probably get you where you need to go. But if you want the highest notch, you know, Mercedes, BMW, blah blah, that's what we're here for. And I think as automation happens, as more and more things done by computer, you know, that's the stuff that stays too. So it's a short term hit, it's a medium term hit financially, but in the long term, as things get automated and a lot of stuff for lawyers, you know, goes out the window where computers are doing it. That's the way we're going to keep ourselves going, is because we have this concierge personal service and that differentiates us. So I've used the example before. People go and get their factory manufactured furniture from IKEA, and IKEA is doing great. And a lot of furniture salespeople are all out of business that I see on, you know, Ventura Boulevard when I'm driving. However, there's luxury furniture people that charge 30 times the price, and people are lining up still to buy it, the high-end leather and stuff. So I'm like, the way we could keep ourselves relevant and going is by being on the high-end market. And frankly, our prices seem high-end, but I get, like, we talk every once in a while, or like we'll have clients who fire their lawyer and come to us, and they'll see their prices, and they're twice as much as us. So I always think we're pretty much a price or average. We should be raising our prices. But you know, I think it's good price that we have, and you know, probably I will be raising our prices. But that's the mindset. So also when it comes to our service, is the same thing. Like we had an associate who sent out an email asking a client to do something. Immediately I responded. I'm like, dude, that's not 5-star service. We could do that. And so and it wasn't you, Anya, but it's like we have to, like, everything we always got to think about. If we're a hotel and we're thinking about going from 4 to 5 stars to be the number one, what can we do? And think about it, if we're going to go from 5 to 6 stars, how would that look like? And then 7, 8, 10. There's no such thing as a 10-star hotel. But if we're a 10-star hotel, what would it be? It would be probably we fly over and we pick up our client and we just like carry him to America. So it's like, what could be the next over the top level that we could be a great service so that our clients are wowed by what we do and fall in love with us? And if you look at reviews for JK Law Firm, it's just people love us. And so that's that. Everyone who's only bad reviews are people who didn't want to pay a consultation fee. Who are, I can't believe this guy's consultation fee. But all the reviews are like stellar, and people love us. So and it's like, how can we get them even better, where they just obsessed with us? So say this is like the greatest service I've ever got in my life. And so I always think about that.
When you think about this business model, it might be unpopular, but like, to me, I think this is something that can really be compete with the like artificial intelligence services, you know, all this, I'm not going to name them, but you all know them, guys, you know, that you can just go and do it kind of DUI or yourself.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, because people are still people. People need to communicate. People still need to talk, you know, and they want to talk to you. We have clients who send us like emails and constantly, and we answer these questions. You know, we don't charge for per email, like this 0.06 increments or stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, flat fees, but we hold our clients' hands through the whole process. And yes, it's not cheap, but a lot of people who is a need for it. So, and we cover this kind of gap that other firms don't provide.
Yeah,
So
there's disproportionate number here who are worried, people who are worried about just worrying, and so but that's what we're here for, so you can help them sleep at night. And so, what's the value of you not freaking out overnight about something, where you can just jump on a call with us or email, and like we'll tell you what it is, so you don't have to worry, because people worry about the craziest things. So that's a service that we provide. And then I was gonna say something else, but I forgot what it was. But that's the thing. It's just a different level of service for a specific type of clientele. We're gonna fill that niche.